it's time to crown our queen and find out who the runners-up are. Our second runner-up, from the Kathy Rogers Smith National Area, Rebecca Allen. Rebecca achieved the quarter personal sales 10 times. She's been in the top 20 6 times. And this is her third time to be runner-up to the Queen. Let's hear it again for Rebecca Allen. Our first runner-up, from the Mary Kay National Area, Margaret Leonelli. Margaret has achieved a quart of personal sales 19 times.
Woo!
This is her first time in the top 20.
Yes! Awesome, Margaret!
And this is her first time as the runner-up to the Queen.
Woo!
Let's hear it again for Margaret Leonelli. Now it's time to crown our Sales Director Queen of Personal Sales. From the Mary Kay National Area, Heather Fearing. This is Heather's 15th appearance in the Court of Sales. She has been in the top 20 10 times. And this is her third time to be Queen of Personal Sales. Let's hear it again for Heather Fearing. Now, if our Queen has any family members with her tonight, I'd like to invite them to join us on stage.
Wow, triple, 3-time Queen Heather. Oh my goodness. Heather, I have watched you grow in this past year as you decided that what you really needed to do was to triple star and to be able to build more leaders for your future national area. And that you wanted to pour into people with the love and belief that you gave to your customers all of the time, that you have built this incredible customer base living in a small town in North Dakota, driving all over the place. You have that mentality of planting and sowing and harvesting and never giving up. It doesn't matter if the rains come, if the sun comes out too long, you keep on working no matter what. You are fierce, you are courageous, and you have the most beautiful heart inside. I have watched you over these last 2 years, and most of us have been the recipient of training videos and things that Heather has done for all of us, teaching us all how to be better consultants and to give better service to our customers, all while taking care of your 2 children. And then your husband, who had an accident this year and couldn't drive and couldn't walk just as you were finishing. I know that your real goal was getting to the $500,000 circle to do your recruiting bee. And that this happened in that process because you were playing so full out, booking appointments with the purpose of sharing this business. And that's exactly what happened. And then God blessed you with another time to sit in this throne. And she got the call that her unit is one of the recipients of the new XT6 Cadillac as well. It's an honor, my friend, to stand here on this stage with you. God bless you and your future national area.
I actually wrote my speech prior to coming to seminar this year, so it's actually typed out until you get to this page. So, first of all, before I tell you the story, because you know me, I love my stories. I want to give you something you can take home with. I want to thank those people that have helped me. Nathan Moore. Y'all know, if you were here last year, you saw me, my son, Marshall, hand you an invitation to the state of North Dakota. And guess what? He came. Thank you for being fearless in your leadership, a champion to challenge us to greater heights as a company, to be grounded and humble enough to accept a simple handwritten invite and visit North Dakota. I can't thank you enough. Miss Kim, as a new consultant, I listen to this top sales director speeches every year. And guess where I listen to them? In the tractor. Cutting canola in the South Field, and that's where I heard Kim. You were on those CDs. You were a 10 times $1 million director. I heard you 10 times, my friend. I heard excellence. I heard leadership. I heard love. And 3 years ago, you walked me out on the stage as the top 20, and I got to personally experience what I heard 15 years ago. It's fun to follow somebody who works with such an incredible heart and works at the Mary Kay way. Thank you for giving me a guiding light. That's who you are. I love you. Let me introduce you to a couple of these people over here. My first year that I was queen, it was to prove to myself that I could do it. The second year, last year, it was for my children. I wanted to be the example for them to follow. You know, Marshall and Charlie, they are my reason why I do what I do. And I have a husband who's not here. He's gonna hate that I said this. He stepped in a gopher hole and broke a gopher hole. Yeah, they're little rodents that run around on the prairie. Don't like them. And he broke his ankle. But his love and support, his belief in me, makes me not just a woman. I'm Wonder Woman with him by my side. The third year was for my customers this year. They love this product, they are loyal, and they rallied to make it happen. This year it was for them. And representing Farian customers is my friend, Brandy Berg. I met her at a vendor show. Actually, it was kind of community event. And she came up to me, and I could tell she liked Mary Kay, but she didn't necessarily have a really great experience. And I wanted her to have a different experience. And through the years, she's loyal. If I need anybody, she is there. And when I told her that I was in the top 3, she said, "Do I need to buy a dress?" I said, "You do, because I want you there. There's nobody else that I will want right next to me than you, my friend. Thank you for representing our customers." Chris Bogar. Did y'all know? Last year we said we were going to get her into Miss Go Give. Well, the state of North Dakota rallied, and if for some reason you know her, write a letter, because she is Miss Go Give for July 2019 in the Sapphire Division, and will be on stage in 2020. She is the greatest gift out of my kit. She's an example how to love Jesus and how to love people. And when you talk to her, you feel what it must have been like to be in the presence of Mary Kay Ash. You make everybody feel so important. She was there when I gave birth to my children, because I needed somebody who was going to actually coach me and tell me I could do a good job. And it's been fun to be able to reciprocate. I love you. She's been here every time I've been on stage. And then you're probably wondering, there's a Latina in my friends. We don't have a whole lot of Latinas in North Dakota. This is Paulina Fernandez. I met her at a director event down in Frisco, Texas. They opened it up and we were like, we're there! And I met her and she was powerful. Who's president, I mean, she filled a room. She's just confident, and I was just attracted to her. And every year at seminar, we kind of lost touch after that. She would come up to me and she'd say, congratulate me. And 2 years ago, she said, "Heather, we're going to be power partners." Well, when you're a Norwegian from North Dakota and you have a Latina say that to you, has to have connections, you just say yes. Together we earned the cruise, and together we did Triple Star this year. Miss Donna, I've never had someone stand for my greatness the way that you do. We talk on a weekly basis. You challenge me to do complete work. And when I am tempted to give up on myself, you are the one I turn to. We're gonna do some great things together, my friend. I love you. This is the best way I can honor you. Please give my friend a hand. You also see Jackie Schumacher on the big con. I've got the mic, so I'm gonna be recognizing everybody. I saw her at Diane Brunton's National Sales Director debut, and I saw the rings that I had been eyeing for years on her fingers, and I had 20 seconds of insane courage. That's the lesson. And I asked her, would you teach me what you've done to be a queen? And she replied, I'll do one better. How about I mentor you? I am now as cool as Jackie Schumacher. You wanna know why? I have 3 queen bees, just like she does. She is from Mitchell, South Dakota. And she was a part of the North Dakota-South Dakota sandwich. You probably also see Elizabeth Kramer on this lineup, because she's here too. Hi. My unit's here. Girls, I got 3 things for you. Sarah Loomer, Sarah Rolson, and Lissa Score. Don't just dream, dream big. Allow this event to settle into your heart and fuel the fire for 2020. I will believe in you guys for forever. All right. My iron sharpens iron, girls. Nakona, this one's for you. Here's your name. Nakona Koenig, Didia Curry, Melissa Zuniga, Yolanda Olson, Valerie Polk, Lisa Bradley, and Donna Pugh. The power of accountability can take you to new heights. We challenge each other to be better, And I love my Mondays because you are all in it. I love you guys. And to my North Dakota crew of sister directors, they are Callie Thorne, Missy Brown, Kathy Michaels, Elizabeth Kramer, Larissa Green, Lee Klaus, Gwen Schneekloff, Karen Palooka Larson, and Tammy Pope. Together, we are better. All right, so now for my story. First of all, I've been I finally, for the first time, looked up how big Epping, North Dakota was. Would you be interested to know what I learned? I've been lying to you guys. It's not 75 people. It's actually 115. We're pretty much a metropolis right now. That feels good to get that off my chest, so now you know. And me too. All right. Here's the story. You've seen me many times sitting on this throne sharing story of my dad and the life and the lessons growing up on the farm. All that I am came from the foundational principles I learned from watching my mom and dad, my grandmother and my grandfather work as a team through the lean years of the 80s and the prosperous years of the 90s. But during my time sitting in this seat, there's been one story I've avoided telling you. Up until this year, I was unwilling and not ready to share it. Maybe this is the reason I'm sitting here today. Here's what I want you to hear and take away from this moment. Just 5 words: the power of one decision. It was March of 2002. I'm sitting in the office of my soon-to-be senior director, Karen Palooka Larson, as a favor to my consultant, Christy Newman. I listened sort of, in the back of my mind thinking, if it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. After that sharing appointment, I said, no thank you. I was going back to the farm to farm in partnership with my grandfather, my dad, and my brother. Plus, I didn't want to be known as the Mary Kay lady. And I hated the color pink. One of those statements is still true. I'll let you figure that out. Fast forward 3 months. My mom and I were going to place a $400 order from my consultant, and in her infinite wisdom, she said, why don't you join and get your products at cost? You can take care of your family and friends. I said yes, I could do that. I didn't realize what a gift from God it was that she asked me again. I made one decision that I wouldn't understand its true impact until years later. I remember having a conversation with my senior director, Karen, where she coached and mentored me, teaching me one very important lesson. Teach other women to do what you do every morning and every night. If it works for her, take good care of her. And if it doesn't, that's okay too. And in this wisdom, I built a business that I created that had nothing to do with the farm or the legacy of the farmers before me. It was all mine. I didn't understand why I was working Mary Kay. Now looking back, it was the Lord guiding my footsteps and preparing me for what was next. The next decision was not my own. It was a decision my father made that set in motion what happened next. My dad, my first hero, a man that I loved with all of my heart, made one decision: to drink, to drive. He hit a tree, died on impact. He never came home again. At this point, my brother and he was 20 and I was 24. We knew how to farm. What we didn't know how to do was deal with the emotion of what alcoholism did to our family. I ultimately made one decision: to leave the farm and kick Mary Kay business into hiding. For 13 years, I did not talk to my brother, my mother, or my sister. I made one decision to hold on to the pain and anger. I worked from a place of baggage and a weight that held me down. And for years, more years than I like to admit, I struggled as a director. This year, I decided to work on me. I thought if I could figure out how to be a better leader, things would change. During one fateful workshop, my brother's face came to my mind, and after fighting for 4 days, I picked up the phone and I called him. I took responsibility for how I was being, for the fights we had. I made one decision that allowed me to be completely free. Our decisions are made one decision at a time. They have the impact that has impacted my future to impact your future. You may not know why you are in Mary Kay or why you should work this business so hard. 17 years ago, I would never imagine needing Mary Kay. It has given me a place to be valued and loved. It has given me a vehicle to surround myself with godly women who have helped me on my path to knowing Christ more intimately. It has given me a strength to mend broken relationships. We have been at seminar for 3 days. Dreams have been placed on our hearts. We have just one decision to make. Do I go home, doubt, and do nothing? Or do I go home, believe, and do something? Both are one decision.
Thank you, Heather. And to all of you on this court and on this stage, as directors, you set a powerful example for all of your leaders. Congratulations to each one of you. Rebecca, congratulations to you. That 2020 challenge puts you at the top, right? Your NSD Kathy Rutherford, she said you got to do the 2020. 20 sharing appointments and 20 parties, and you did it, and it puts you right here. Congratulations on a great year. You're welcome. And Margaret, in addition to Margaret being the first runner-up, she's celebrating 25 years as a Mary Kay sales director. We're so proud of her. Great year. We'll see you on Destination Red as well. And to our beautiful queen, Heather, thank you for those heartfelt remarks. I don't know that we've seen a customer on stage that representing, and that is such a wonderful thing because so many of you out there know how important and how special customers are to your businesses. And so on behalf of all of us here, thank you for representing her customer base because she's all in for you. And let me just say, congratulations, Triple Star, $500,000, Queen, yet again. What a wonderful year, Heather. Congratulations.